been a whole week.
It's been like 4 or 5 days. You know?
It's a weekly podcast.
Yeah. Pretty frequent for how boring we are.
I like my chair because I can get my legs up on it like a big fat rooster. I don't know. They probably can't see my belly in the shot.
No.
It makes me have like,
Torso
what's the parrot? The parrot from Jafar's parrot? Gilbert
Gottfried.
Yeah, what's the parrot's name?
I don't remember.
Shintrazo or... What is his name? Jafar and the fat parrot. Well, I feel like him on the chair. And our chairs are very like representative. See, mine's very like see-through. You can see through. It's very open.
Yeah.
You can see right through it. Yours is very padded. Hides a lot of things. A lot of like exterior armor you can't penetrate through.
I do like this
Chair's
chair.
harder to get to know. My chair is just like, I can see.
Yep.
I can see what I'm getting.
Yep. You're stripper on a Tuesday.
Right.
Just still stripping.
My chair's like, it's not racist, but it seems racist. And your chair's like very defensive.
Yeah. It's like a defense lawyer.
Right.
Of course.
Padded in all the right areas.
It would defend your chair in a hate
area
crime.
where you'd make contact with it, it's got something in the way of you making contact with it, just to soften the blow. Yeah. It's just afraid of the feelings, the whole thing.
So it's like me.
Yeah.
It fits me.
Welcome to the scouting. Hey, did we do that? Did we go? Dude, for like 5 weeks in a row, nobody introed the podcast. There's probably some people in Korea that were like, what's the name of the podcast?
Yeah, probably.
I already had to translate this whole fucking page. What am I listening to?
I was like, they read it, but they can't. But also,
do you think they do that? Do you think that like they visit our internet and then just like as puzzled as we are, or they're just so much smarter that they also speak our language and it's not a big deal?
I don't know. I don't really know.
Like other countries obviously enjoy our media, but like
some of them.
Do you think people just stumble upon this and they're just so confused by like what people do in America? Like this is just
absolutely. Is podcasting famous around the world, or is it just an American thing?
Kind of part of my question.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a white dudes in America thing.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like there's not like two Japanese dudes in the say like we were hypothetically like, Japanese. Nope, they wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't do that. Well, they would. They would do that. They would. Let's be honest.
But they probably would do like. Do you think there's in an alternate universe there's another possibly training to be a sumo wrestler, and he started a podcast and he's like talking about white guys. He goes, I am Bill, and he like does that just the way you did that.
We're a meme to that. Yeah, like he's like, oh, pizza. They have like a podcast about giant robots and karate only, or like what do you think they're talking about? Like rice noodles, like
sports, man.
Sports, Japanese baseball.
Baseball's huge.
Big into baseball. Homerana. This is a bad racist segment.
Yeah,
I should stop.
Yeah, you should stop. Yep. But it's true. But it would be funny to me if that was happening right now.
We should find our equivalent podcast in Japan and just kind of like buddy up, sister podcast. We can Skype them in.
If we can understand. I was going to say, how are we going to find that?
Language barrier.
Also, that stuff isn't allowed over there.
We could learn.
They don't let that stuff on the internet over there.
True.
So they couldn't even exist. So what we do couldn't exist over there unless they were full on like... Actually, like they would have to be full propaganda, like about.
No, you're thinking of China, not Japan.
Oh, you're right.
Japan's fine.
Sorry, that was racist.
They're all about PlayStations and stuff like that.
And freedom of speech, though.
No, they just don't like white people. That's it.
Okay.
So I feel like their podcast would be like really fucking racist.
Yeah.
They don't even let like other people live there.
The only podcasts category in Japan is World War II.
Japan is great.
Where
we went wrong in World War II. Here's where we fucked up.
A tribute to Pearl Harbor, like just the worst things in the world.
I think we should have had another one.
What are you staring at?
Can you hear the creaks? It made a sound.
Did it?
It made the sound. I mean, let's pause the podcast. I'm going to dedicate this just to Jesus. We're going to give this a try. The whole rest of the podcast is about Jesus, for him, about him. Bless this interface and have it not crackle on me. This is the only thing I haven't tried. Okay. This is the only thing. I've tried everything.
Okay.
I've reinstalled the thing, and I've put the thing under and around it, and all I clicked all the buttons. It was like, do you want to click them all? And I was like, yep. And we got it as working as possible. But it's been a problem. It's like first the lava lamp falls on the old computer, which is the whitest thing that's ever happened to me personally.
Your lava lamp falling on your MacBook, not just a computer.
That I can't do my Two Dudes in My Bedroom podcast.
With those sunglasses.
With different bad jewelry on. So like that's the baddest, whitest thing that's ever happened to me. But that started the whole technical issues. and why we had to cut a couple episodes short, because there's like this little robot noise that happens and I just can't figure it out. We like fucking literally like switched everything about the interface and the computer and the whole thing, and something's bad. And the rest of the podcast is for him, for big JC.
Yep.
So
bless
them, praise him. I'm gonna wave 10 snakes at you. What do you do? Like, what do you have to? You don't sacrifice stuff to him. What do? You like?
You
how do I like
give your life to him? You say, you ask.
There's
him,
not like a quicker way. I can't just be like, hey,
you ask him for forgiveness. That's the quickest way. You literally go, hey, can I be forgiven? And he's like, cool, yeah, you can.
But
get
do I have to
now.
be like spell it out, like just kind of blanket, like
you
everything?
Gotta mean it. You
everything.
Gotta mean it.
That's going to be a problem for me. So you're saying I can't trick him?
I think he's.
You're saying he's the one person I can't trick.
Well,
I can't be like, I can't pull one over on him.
I mean,
JC,
he might be able to. He's from a different time.
He's not.
You might be able to hit. You might be able to hit him with a contract or something that he doesn't understand.
That's what I'm saying.
You look like a kind of guy that would do that.
Okay, so hear me out.
Absolutely.
He's not the CEO. We're not talking about the boss, the guy. We're talking about his little.
Oh, you're talking about JC.
JC's not
Vice, the assistant to the regional
We're
manager.
just trying to scam Jesus to help the interface not crackle. I'm not trying to pull one over on God, because he probably would see it coming. Like, I'm assuming, excellent at poker, omnipresent, all that
now,
shit. Jesus, I don't know. That guy's fucking
if
sketchy.
You remember from your years of Bible learning.
Right.
He told all of his friends, all the disciples around him, that one of them would betray him. He told them that, so he knew. It might be kind of hard to pull a fast one on old JC.
It's pretty easy to know that one of your homies is going to stab you if you picked all your fucking homies. Some guy walks up, he's like, my name's Judas. And you're like, that sounds made up. Why are you always carrying a knife? Your robe is on the wrong shoulder, dude. That's the shoulder. You know, like men's shirts button this way and women's button this way?
Yes.
He would wear the robe the other side. All of those things are red flags, and yet you're like, oh, I'm busy turning fish into water. Whatever, dude. Guy's a fucking idiot, and I could trick him. That's all I'm saying. I mean, excuse me. I'm not trying to trick him.
Yeah,
just bless the podcast.
Bless the podcast.
Make it not work. I'm not trying to trick you.
Praise him.
But you're, let's be honest, second in command, so you're not.
Well, how old was he when he died? Like 30 something. Like,
right.
He's not. It's not like he had a lot of experience in life.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm older than him, dude. Fuck it. I'm just gonna say it. I have more life experience than Jesus.
Actually, yeah. Has he ever been to jail?
I said it. Nobody said my grandmother this podcast, but I have way more life experience than Jesus. He died a young, stupid hippie who used to build houses. Kinda sounds like he fucking sucked at building houses. Who's like,
are there any?
My whole life is dedicated to carpentry.
Are there any around anymore?
And then you just
have you seen a Jesus built house?
No, because you would never start construction of a house dressed like that. There's no pictures of him in knee pads. There's no pictures of him in Carhartts. There's no picture of him in anything carpentry related.
Well, yeah, you gotta nail your.
Clearly, somebody's embarrassed about their short career in carpentry, and they're hiding it, being like, "Oh, I'm a magician now." Like, burnt out, dude. You burnt out. You were on the right track, journeyman carpentry, doing the shit, vice president of the largest corporation the universe has ever known. Just like, you don't even have to worry about retirement. Just get any fucking job, dude, and just blend in. Quit dressing like that, but at least just blend in. He's doing his job. He's a carpenter. He's fucking making it work. And then one day it's just like comes home from work, I guess, or like has a bad day and just snaps and is like, I'm a fucking magician, dude.
Yep.
I turned all of our food into bread, or fish into bread.
I think he turned. Yeah.
He just goes to the fridge and just fucks it up. He's like, all the Coors Light is fish. His wife's like, I'm leaving you. That's perfect because I'm going to start chilling with 12 dudes. One of them's going to stab me. You know how I know that? Because I'm fucking Jesus. And she's like, whatever, you're crazy. You're not a magician. You were a bad carpenter in the first place. Storms out, shuts the door. The door is like a rock. It takes 10 minutes for her to slam the door in his face. And Jesus is like, kind of just silently watching. Who is his wife?
He was never married.
Oh, what a bitch. Oh, what a bitch, dude.
There's the Mary Magdalene thing where they think.
Wait, wasn't that his mom?
He had. No. Mary.
That's who gave birth to him, right? Mary.
No, I think Mary Magdalene was the one. There's like conspiracy theories and there's like
so many people are going to turn this podcast off. But yeah, he just
Mary and Joseph, because Mary was his mom. Yeah,
right.
I know that.
But you're saying
Mary
Jesus
Magdalene.
Never
No, he never procreated. He never
even dipped it in.
He never. But guess he's not even a real man to start. Let's talk about that.
Fuck, dude. This guy's a mess all over, and you guys are all following him.
Yeah. Probably secretly gay. Probably
secretly gay musician.
They would have killed him back in the day, but he found the 12 disciples.
Definitely killed him back in the day. Yep. I mean, he's not around. Yeah. I mean, he's
very, very Bill Cosby of him.
He's alive in the heart of some of my friends, to the level where it's kind of a mental illness that worries me. But other than that, the guy's gone. But
he's right. He's right.
If he
here.
is here,
he's right.
Fucking trick him into making the podcast, not make that sound. It's worth it. But that was a really good history lesson on him.
Yeah, we did.
But
now you guys know.
Now that you know, to be honest, he's he sounds like a bitch.
He sounds kind of like
he's just.
Did he know jujitsu? Probably not.
Dude, doesn't look like he could fight.
Yeah.
Wearing shoes or no shoes? Sandals or barefoot?
Sandals.
Sandals.
I think
not great for fighting.
Notoriously sandals.
Right. No I mean, is he wearing underwear or is the whole toga is all encompassing?
That's a thing.
That's all the clothing.
I don't think that's a thing.
Shoes, underwear, you're wearing 2 articles of clothing.
Yeah, they have just the thing to go on and the one to tie it up. There's no.
Jeez.
They didn't know anything. They're fucking stupid. Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, fuck him up in a fight.
3,000 years ago. Like, get your shit together, though. Like, I get it. Like,
it's been long enough. Figure it out, dude.
God damn it, dude.
I can't remember what I was talking about. But I'm just opening my notes. Dude, I just don't want the podcast to make that noise.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm listening for it. And it's working. I tricked Jesus. Okay. So, now that I tricked Jesus, we can look at the notes. Oh, okay. Did you hear? This is not funny. This is a bad segue.
No, it's probably funny.
This is a bad segue. A girl, a young woman died.
Yes. On the set.
On the what?
On the set of a movie.
Okay, this is different. This is more important. Died at a hot dog eating contest. Most balling way to go out. First of all, treat all weapons with respect. Okay, hot dog's one of those things.
It's a weapon.
Because if you're having them in that volume, it's a weapon. Okay. She choked to death. I'm assuming. I mean, that's the only way to go. That's the only way you die at a hot dog.
I mean,
if she didn't
unless
choke
she
to death,
imploded, she might have like exploded.
If something more than her choking on hot dogs happened, I need to fucking see. I need Live Leaks. They took down Live Leaks. It's not a thing.
What's Lively?
You don't know what Live Leaks? Live Leaks is? It's where you would be able to look at the footage of that because people would leak it there, and it's like not. I don't want to say like 8mm smut, but like guy gets hit by subway train is on there and not on YouTube and not on news. They edit it on the news, so it's like the raw footage, but sometimes it's very useful if you're trying to actually see what happened in a situation that's very controversial.
Most of the time, not.
But that's where you would see her dying of hot dog eating. But I think she was like a volleyball player.
It was a college thing.
She
was like doing like it was
charity.
For charity.
Yeah. Ooh.
Rip.
Rough day. I mean, how does she not get roasted at her funeral? That is the worst way to go.
How did there not someone there that could do like a Heimlich? Was it so much hot dog they couldn't unlodge it?
I don't know. They said first responders and people that did like extensive life-saving procedures, but it's like, at what point do you just say, fuck it, we're reaching down her throat? Like, I don't get it, you know? Jump on her tummy.
That's a way. That's a way to go out, dude.
One of the worst ways to go out.
Except for you. You probably want
that would be gangster's fuck move for me, right?
Yeah.
For me,
not for
it's on brand. For me, that is so on brand that that's fine. But like anyone else, like
there's almost too many jokes to make about it too.
Right, and so for me, it would make sense. People, we don't have to make the jokes because there it is.
It is.
But for a normal person, yikes! Like her family, like you want to be like, oh, my daughter choked to death. That's pretty embarrassing. Hey, your daughter sounds like a little dummy. How old was she? Oh, she was in college. Big dummy.
Yikes.
Big dummy. Figure out eating before you get to the second.
Get to a dorm.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Figure out chewing and eating and swallowing. But it was a competition. I get it. You know what I mean? But ooh, could you hold your tongue if your friend, like she's your buddy you don't hang out with anymore's girlfriend that you used to hang out with? You guys are like not that close.
I'm not gonna call her stupid to him.
No, I'm not. But like at the funeral, you're not cracking a few.
Oh no, I wouldn't go to the funeral of that.
Say you're invited to the funeral. Yeah, don't send out invite. Do they send out invites to a funeral?
I don't know how that works. Actually.
Oh fuck, how does that work?
I've been to like 2, 3.
Did you get a card in the mail?
Well, no, it was all family. Like it was like a.
They were like, you have to come here. Someone just told you come here.
Well, I mean, it was like grandparents that I knew. Like I was like.
But like, okay, so like, what if
I didn't have to be notified?
Like, what if I die and my friend in Louisiana doesn't know I've died? He doesn't know what the funeral is. That you have.
I'm sure they notify.
They just call him.
No, they call him.
They text him.
Yeah, probably.
How do you do that?
I don't think you send out invitations to a funeral.
Isn't that the shittiest way to find out? Like, you get a card in the mail, it's like, she choked on 10 hot dogs, and you're like, I guess I'm going to Florida next week?
That would be the worst way to
Yeah, like, what the fuck? How does that happen?
Why did you call me? We're like, well,
she died in a really embarrassing way, dude. I thought you saw it on the news, man. Come to Florida. Funerals next weekend. Like, that's so fucking bad, dude. I couldn't help it. I would be just low key, like, at least making Zach die. Like, me and Zach know her in this scenario.
I mean, it depends. It depends on the.
Did I tell you about? Did I tell the Space Jam story on podcast? Oh, did you hear that noise?
Yep, there it is.
Jesus is impatient.
Yep. Well, it's probably that girl in heaven right now. She goes, "Could you fucking do something about this, Jesus?" He's like, "Yeah, but they tricked me the first time. I don't want to get involved again." But he's getting involved because.
And then it just goes away.
It just goes away.
I mean, if it's bearable, it's bearable.
Yeah, for now.
For now. I'm just not. I mean, help, but like, also, But I also like help, but also, it's just whatever, If you're still listening after the Jesus bit, I mean, like, fucking, you'll put up with it. That's just, okay.
Yeah, you have no
exactly.
Standards.
What are you doing? Yeah. Like, turn this down, put headphones on, dude. What are you doing? Okay. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, yeah, she died, and it's bad.
Eating hot dogs.
Yeah.
Space Jam.
Oh, they find brown laundry. Oh, Space Jam. Okay, Space Jam. Did I tell you the story about we're at a wedding? So. It has to do with me making Zach laugh. Like, I have a history of making Zach or family members or significant others laugh at inappropriate times because I have I'm tiptoeing into Tourette's. So I'm like, I'm a 1 foot in this mental illness and 1 foot in that mental illness. And so I'll make jokes in really bad. I mean, not funerals, like it hasn't happened yet. I don't think.
Probably has.
But it was at a wedding, and it's after a wedding, and there's like, it's in Montana. People are playing cellos, and like there's like draft beers, and there's like horses in the distance, and everyone's got a beard, and we're drinking in tux. It's very Montana, they're like playing classical music as she's coming up. The fucking bridesmaids were just all over the place, dude. Just bowling pin, basketball, fucking right? They look like the Ginyu Force or the guys from Space Jam, the enemies, the what are they called? Like the bad guy basketball players.
Yeah.
But they looked like it so much that all I had to do was lean over to Zach during a part. Now, this is how bad the timing is. During a part where other people in the audience are crying because of what's happening in the wedding that we're attending. Vows are being said, like promises are being made, and I lean over and just in between, the guy we came to see get married is crying and like confessing human emotions in front of a crowd of people. I lean into Zach's ear, crying. Zach's watching, not crying. I go, Space Jam. And he goes, nothing in his mouth, like spits up like a little infant and starts crying, dying. It spreads like a fucking virus. I tell a few other people. Now we're crying from laughter while other people are crying for the thing. So we all look like we're so into the fucking service. We're like crying and they're crying.
Like hallucinating.
Like oh my fucking God. People are like, wow, those must be his very close friends. Close. Like, Jesus, dude.
Bunch of emotional dudes over there.
Yeah. So we had to bounce. I had to be like, I'm going to go play with the kid and like get out of there because me and Zach were just straight fucking dying. And my mom was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, she didn't hear the joke. She just saw us crying. Knows. She's like, and she knows, like, you guys don't have that level of emotion. Leave the service. Like, get the fuck out of here. So that's happened many times, but that was the Space Jam story.
That's a nice story. I like that story.
Nice story.
Yeah.
Do you have any input on the Brian Landry? Have you solved the case?
They found him.
No. So that's the thing. I think they found him, right? But then Janelle's telling me all these things, and like the parents were in the area, and they like led the police to that thing somehow, like the day after the flooding receded, and they had been there the night before.
Like
and all
they
this
killed
shit.
A kid and like put
they
it, like
planted teeth on an already dead body because there's apparently like so many bodies out there, and there was like fresh notebook and all this stuff that wouldn't have survived a flood that looked like been placed around the body. I don't know. I'm not a sleuth. I'm not Carmen Sandiego. I'm not. Well, she's the criminal. I'm not the people who find. I'm not the winner of Carmen Sandiego. I don't know what fucking. That's what it is, right? You win if you get her.
I have no idea what.
In the show, there was no winner, but it was like a team of kids, I think, that all got molested, and we're like, we're gonna find this bitch, or something. Like they got molested, but it wasn't her, but she owned the company that molested them, or they got molested. She has nothing to do with it, but financially she's tied to molesters, and they're like, we're going to catch her. Or they're all gay, and they don't like that she's in a red jumpsuit, and they were molested, and they're going to find her. But when you win the game, you're the best detective, and you automatically get a job at the LAPD. Even if you've been molested, you can still be a cop. So,
I would imagine a lot of cops have been molested.
Actually, if you've been molested, you're a better cop. I'm going to say it.
Probably.
I'm going to say you should molest kids that are going to become cops.
Because it'll make them better cops. The potential to become cops.
If you see a kid,
there might be some.
Don't fuck kids. But if you see a kid that's going to be a cop, you have to fuck that kid. It's your civic duty.
Yep. We want to keep our streets safe. We're trying to figure this out.
Well, we just need better cops. We need them to be more sympathetic. And it seems like the molested gay kids that we're going to find Carmen Sandiego are very emotionally intelligent. And it comes partially from their super sleuth skills and partially from getting diddled. And now if we can harness that energy, said it, that's fine. We're going to move on past that. But if you can harness the energy of being molested and being a good cop, we'll have a more compassionate police force. We can save the world. They probably won't. We'll save the world, and we won't shoot all the black people, which is great. I mean, I've never done it, so, but I would imagine that's awful to do.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
So we shouldn't do that. But a few little ones have to. It's like, when he goes into the room and he's got the wizard wand and he kills all the kids in Star Wars, and they're like, no, Jed, or is it Obi-Wan? Yeah, I think it's Obi-Wan, not Jed.
I have no idea what you're talking
They're
about.
like, you go into the room and you killed all the young Jedis, dude. Jed and Chris. Alex was gifted. He was going to be a good Jedi. He was molested, but he was going to be a good Jedi. He was dude.
Like back then, a long, long time ago in space. There's no rules there. There's no rules out there.
Samuel Jackson's there. Area. He's everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, he's molesting
everybody. They're like, wow, Samuel Jackson's in these movies too. After Snakes on a Plane, right?
No.
Did he do Star Wars and then Snakes on a Plane?
Snakes. Star Wars was before Snakes. Like the episode 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was way before Snakes.
Because that wasn't... I can't picture a world where George Lucas got a resume from Samuel Jackson and Snakes on a Plane was already on there. I feel like it's after. Yeah, you get Snakes on a Plane because you've already got Star Wars on your resume. Not vice versa.
Oh. Okay.
Again, something I haven't tried, but I think you have to have... Because everything after Snakes on a Plane, I feel has been bad. Right?
Well, Snakes on a Plane wasn't good, was it?
I didn't see it.
And neither did I.
I don't think you need to see it.
It's I got it.
Right.
Figured it out. There's snakes
on
the plane.
I've heard the line where he's like, oh, I'm frustrated that there's snakes on the plane. And you're like, that doesn't sound like him.
I don't know. I never saw that movie. It's not. And I wasn't into like watching movies that I knew were going to be bad. Like everyone's like, man, it's going to be bad, but I'm going to watch it. I'm like, well, why?
Dude, people yell at me because I haven't seen
I'd rather stare at a wall. Like, and then watch something I know that's going to be bad or that I'm not going to like.
I haven't seen Something About Mary. But I think it's too late. I think it's too late.
That's a fun. No, it's not.
Because I'm not like.
That's a pretty. It's a pretty like.
Seems probably funny.
Absurd.
Haven't
movie.
Seen it.
It's pretty funny.
Waited too long, and then people like literally like drive me crazy, telling me to watch Idiocracy, and I haven't.
That movie's all right. I don't think the movie's just like
people have quoted it so much. They're just like
everything's just like Idiocracy.
Feeding the plants.
We got it.
Cool.
We got it. We got it. Still a good movie though.
I guess I need to watch it, but now it's like people are bugging me to watch it. Oh my god, you would love it. I'm so tired of people being like, it's you. I'm like,
I don't think you would love it.
Now I'm never gonna watch it.
You don't like anything, so it doesn't matter.
No, I do like things. I watched I finally watched Mortal Kombat last night, dude.
The newest one?
Yeah, and I got called. I've never been called a dork so many times in my life. I was like shirtless in Sasquatch pajamas eating Cookie Crisp, and I called them Kussy Crip. Accidentally. Me and her fucking died. Kussy Crip, dude.
Kussy Crip.
I just turned to her nonchalant and I'm like, oh, that's Goro. And I'm like naming the dudes as they're coming out. That's Melina. And she's like, you're a fucking dork. I'm like, you want a Kussy Crip? And she just hands on face crying. Instantly hands on face crying. Kussy Crip. And I was like, that's almost a swear word, dude.
Kussy Crip.
Kussy, dude. Ooh, right, my Kussy. Ooh, Kussy Crip, dude. It's like a really fucking not safe to be around vagina. Like gang related Kussy Crip, dude. Just fucking. Okay. I'm sorry. But yeah, I watched Mortal Kombat. It was fucking actually kind of dope. If you're a dork, like just stone cold dork, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
And you know it's going to be campy and you know it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
This is a way too late movie review. It's good. But if you are a female and did not play the games, you will not appreciate most of the things. They do the jump. Did you see it? Where they do the jump?
I don't
Dude,
know. I haven't
the
watched
leg sweep and the jump,
thing.
they do it just like the video game does it. Like there's one scene where if someone does like the leg sweep from Mortal Kombat, and the other guy does the like literally facing the like 45 degrees away from him, goes, does like the jump, and I'm like, okay, that was for the homies.
That was for the homies.
But yeah, she was kind of roasting me. She's like, here's the horror, all night.
Cute.
Yeah, it was cute.
Fun.
But it was a good movie. I liked it. But I fucking got HBO last night. I was like, I'm just gonna do it. Everyone's like, oh my god, I'm gonna see Dune. What is Dune? It's about a fucking worm. Yeah. A bunch of fucking space children.
Yeah, it's a space worm.
They're like, the worm always eats the sand, and we're like, wow, we have rags
I was
on.
never into movies, so like all these like new movies coming out, they're like, dude, get this and this, and I'm like, I don't
black dudes in space with glowing eyes just make me like so uncomfortable. Like
it was a weird way to say that.
Yeah, it was. But I mean, like, I don't know what the movie's about.
It's the worm.
But like
in the sand.
That's all. No one says anything. They're like, oh, you should watch Dune. I'm like, what's it about? I'm like, dude, it might go on the list of. I'm not gonna watch it ever.
Yeah. Well, don't. Who cares, dude? It's just a movie.
When people can't sell it, like I need you to sell it.
Stupid.
I know. I stopped.
People that are into movies are stupid.
But you have to sell it to me. People are like, oh, it's good. You'd like it. Like, don't
pretend
like you know what I like. Okay, I don't even know what I fucking like, dude.
Yeah. No.
You know.
Yeah, you don't. I know what I like. That's why I don't watch anything, because I don't like anything.
See, I kind of respect that. It's annoying as fuck.
Movies are terrible though. Like
they are.
Like they're
I know
too
how
long.
They're gonna go.
They're too long. They're repetitive. They're fucking just like they're like, yeah, but did you see the overlying theme and the fucking and
I annoy myself being like, he's gonna do this, and then it happens.
I like
this
chuckles.
is gonna happen, and I'm like,
is there a pratfall? Does somebody fall down a big hill and get up, and go, I'm okay, and then get hit by a bus and then still be alive?
Scream.
There we go.
Yeah,
let's go.
Predictable. Yeah, I just and shows are even worse.
Shows are terrible.
They got more time to fiddle fuck around. They're like, she was a dentist, and a story about why she's so tall. Who gives a fuck, dude? Like, I'm tired of I can't. But I got HBO. Either way, I'm gonna trudge through the fucking shit. I might because when I revisit the list of things that people are like, you need to watch this.
Don't do it.
Sopranos is on there, and Game of Thrones.
Don't do it.
I know. I don't want to. Sopranos seems good. Sopranos seems good.
Because if you start going, hey, you should watch Game of Thrones, I'm gonna burn your house down.
Okay, I promise that if I do start watching the fucking whatever Skyrim show, everyone's like, it's so good, like a fucking seen shit like that. Oh my god, there's dragons and her tits are out.
Yeah.
Incest. If I see it, I promise I won't be like, all right, dude. Like, actually, I can't make that promise.
No, you absolutely
because I feel like
you would remember this right now and then do the opposite of what you said on purpose.
Right.
And then I would bring it up and you'd be like, oh, I know.
I'm gonna try not to recommend it to you.
It won't work. That show is
Sopranos. I won't make any promises because I have a feeling that that's good. People are
I'm sure it is too.
Like, you fucking kidding me?
But like,
so old.
Still, it's just like.
I like Guido.
It's
shit,
so
though.
drawn
I want to learn about your people.
They're like.
I want to learn about fucking sauce monkeys.
I just I don't know.
Get sauce.
There's not very often that dialogue is cool for me, and isn't that a big part of that show? Like, there's
I think Sopranos is like killing and like.
Well,
drama,
I know
like
that's
more Breaking Bad kind of a thing.
I don't see. Okay,
like maybe. Crime drama. Like it's gonna have less of the slow burn and more of the like. I don't know. Maybe Game of Thrones is just like cousins fucking with swords.
I know
so,
it's stupid as shit.
I get
it's
it.
Dumb.
Like it's
and then everyone's like, we're gonna get dragons this season, and then they didn't get dragons for like 3 seasons, and everyone's like, when are we gonna get dragons? And I'm like, just play a video game, you fucking cunt.
There was people mad that they weren't getting dragons in the show.
Yeah, I don't know.
I fucking hate that.
It was. And then they're like, oh, why'd they have to kill off this character? And we're like, because that's what they do. But you're still gonna watch it, even though that frustrates you.
Because they made it up.
Yeah, it's made up.
Because they made it up.
That's why I don't like Star Wars or anything like that. It's because they're like, well, in this galaxy, or if they did this here and this here, and I'm like, oh, guess what though? They didn't, because the person that made it didn't make them do it.
Right.
So you doing all of write a script and send it to them. If that's how much you want to have this be a story, or like
write a script and jump off the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge.
All of the lore, all of the things, just terrible. It's so annoying. Like, well, in this universe they do this, and it's like fuck off.
It was like, remember the argument where they're like, who shot first? It was like the green dude and Han Solo.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, that one. I might have to interrupt on that one. Brief pause.
Yeah. Right back into it.
Did it work?
We're not even
Yeah, so who shot first?
Who shot Mr. Burns, you mean?
No. Han Solo and Green Guy.
Green
in
guy.
the bar.
Piccolo.
Remember in Star Wars? No, not Piccolo. Sorry if I'm out of shot.
I don't know who the green guy.
They argued
Boba
who shot
Fett?
first. No,
in
there's
the
like
suit?
a little
Baby
alien
Yoda.
minority. It's like a space minority. I don't know his name. He's got little suction cups on his head, and they're in the bar. It's like Goro, Dodo.
Oh, with the
Zodo.
nose too.
He's sitting down, and they're at a table, and Han Solo looks like the fucking girl at the pumpkin patch, and he's like, or he's not threatening him, but they both have guns on the table, I think. And
For
they're
fun.
like, we're both mercenaries. Let's cut to the chase or whatever. And he says some shit, and they both are like, we're gonna kill each other. And one guy shoots, and the other guy shoots and kills. Han Solo kills the guy. Yeah. And there was this argument for years about who shot first, and it was years. Years and years.
Yeah.
The director or someone had to George Lucas himself or someone had to step in and be like, listen, you're all living horrible lives, and it doesn't matter. That's what he should have said, but someone had to step in and settle the argument. Man. Fucking hate that.
Yeah, that makes my head hurt right here.
That's the same kind of shit, though. That same person does that shit. They they pick a
superheroes, all of it. There's too much. You're done.
It's cool.
Stop.
I love it. I loved comics when I was a kid.
Stop it.
But arguing about it, they made it up. That's the answer. They fucking made it up.
It's
whatever the guy...
Well, Spider-Man was this way. And it's like, yeah, but in this universe, he's this way. And I'm like, but why are there two Spider-Mans?
Did you see... Okay, what's your opinion on this whole Superman being gay? Your answer should be, I don't have one.
He's bisexual.
Right.
Or Batman was.
No, I don't think Batman's gay.
Oh.
Maybe. I mean, it's fine. But Superman's now gay, and people are like, what the fuck? Same thing. People are pissed that Superman kissed a dude.
What does it matter?
They made it up. A real person is not... It's a cartoon, first of all. Why would you care? Second of all. Third of all. Fourth of all. They made it up, so it didn't happen.
Yeah. Nope. They just don't... I don't know.
Go read the other non-gay Supermans. There's been some comics. If you were like, I'm not reading gay Superman, you could go back to...
No one reads Superman. Right. That's the other...
it's the only thing left for him to do. He's been racist Superman in the 50s. There's that picture of him just crushing the guy's car, and there's just full of black people in the car, and you're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
The first album cover, or what it's called, where he's like, oh, I got a car.
The first
There's
album
black
cover.
people in that car, and all dying from the car crash he caused. Yep. So he's done everything. He's been... in Smallville, he's like, fuck the girl in the cornfield. He's been a racist. Now he's a fucking
Smallville.
Greek
Dude,
yogurt.
that show was so big.
That's
what started it. That's what started it. Smallville.
That's where he kind of got a little
That's what started all this
dude.
superhero shit. All this bullshit. And then they did Arrow, and they did
He got a little taste of the tapioca back then, and now he's full on just dipping his fucking shit in, and that's fine. But
Superman, why not?
It might take some time away from souping. That's all I'm saying.
Stupid.
Because it's a little more tension on the super force. There's a lot of dudes. If you're gay, it's probably a little harder. I'm just going to say that. Plus, then villains are kind of roasting you.
Does Superman have a super penis, or is it an average guy?
Get called a Greek yogurt by Galactus right before he crushes you. He's like, you fucking beep, just lays one on you and then just, that's not cool.
Just shoves kryptonite in your ass.
Ooh, that would be a good way to counterbalance the whole them being very inclusive in comics. They're like, no, that's fine. Black Panther's gonna be gay, Superman's gay, but Galactus is also straight up just gonna be throwing slurs out. I don't like gay people. He's
the bad guy. Right. He might as well
make the bad guys
a bad guy.
Make him Westboro Baptist.
Could you imagine that if they made a movie?
Wait, can you say that? Westboro Baptist Galactus. He's just like, the soldiers all died. I'm killing all the soldiers on Earth because I'm a fag hater. God damn, I gotta beep that out. Westboro Baptist Galactus.
Westboro Baptist Galactus
should be the enemy to counterbalance. Yeah, but then Spider-Man can be gay. Wolverine can instead it's just dildos out of his hands, whatever you want. Purple hair. Yeah, Jubilee. Remember she was just like, I have fire.
I don't know that. See,
should have been
lost
gay.
Me.
There was easier ones.
X-Men were much doper than
could have made gay so easily. Jubilee, gay as fuck.
Well, and they all lived in a home together.
She wore a trench coat,
home.
dish gloves, and shot fireworks out of her hands. That's the gayest character ever. Male or female gay. Doesn't matter. And that's fine. So do the easy ones. That's great. Galactus can be like, you homo, in the background.
And they just beat the fuck out of him.
Right. And then she's like, oh yeah, fireworks, You have the gay people win. There's ways to do it. You don't got to be like, Superman's gay. No, Superman's probably for the weird jock white dudes, so just let him have it. It's kind of a troll to do that.
Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe that, okay.
They were just trolling.
Touche. Right. Okay, I can respect the troll.
He does have an ab. I mean, he's muscly.
Yeah. But here I am criticizing people who have an opinion and I have an opinion on it. But I don't care. I think it's good. But there were easier characters to make gay that it would fit nicely into the lore.
See right there.
People are gonna be like, why are you trying
lore.
to fit
You just
gay
said
people?
lore,
I just
and
said
it's
lore.
just
I am fucking 30 minutes away from LARPing. Do you know what LARPing is?
They changed the name of McCree. Remember?
Did they actually do
Cole
it?
Cassidy. They're
Colt
changed
Cassidy?
Cole.
Did they do
Cole Cassidy. They are
do
doing it. It is
Oh,
a
yeah.
fit. They
I
are
mean-
going to do it because of that.
Because of what?
Because he's named after one of the dudes that was a part of the scandal at
But like,
Blizzard.
what's the scandal? What did he do?
But we all know that was his name. It's done. Like, it's not like the dude's making money because of it.
Yeah, I'm just like,
That's the end of the episode.
no, it's not. That's just the fucking. Oh, it's fucking. This is how we do it. You know.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ,
sorry.
dude.
Fixed it.
Brian Landry. They found him, but he's not found.
I
They
think
he's
people are
alive.
conspiracy people. I realized I stepped out of that. I realized with the Brian Landry.
I don't know. I've never heard his name.
Fucking makes me so mad. Okay.
I don't listen to it. I don't know.
Brian, whatever.
I don't pay attention to anything.
But it was the trigger. I finally realized that I am burnt out on conspiracies. I was already just like, don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about
It
conspiracies
sounded like
anymore.
a juicy ass conspiracy
Oh,
too.
great.
Like, ooh, the parents planted a bunch of shit. Da-ba-da-ba. Like they know they're hiding him. He's still alive. Da-da-da-da. That's not his remains. I realized I don't give a fuck.
I don't care.
I think I'm done with conspiracy theories. I'm just like conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy.
I fucking fumble words, dude. Cookie crip.
Conspiracies.
Conspiracies.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just the worst. Even my Facebook is like, I don't see any of that. So I don't follow anything that posts that kind of stuff.
What do you follow?
Like, just nothing. But lots of comedians
there's
and
no
UFC.
feed?
So I'll see something and it'll be like a joke of it. I just don't.
See, that's a weird mix. Isn't that a weird mix?
Comedy
Just UFC
and
comedy,
MMA?
just punching and then making jokes about things instead of talking about them.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's my life.
It just seems school shootery. Well, but no, because you don't
Not
have like
really.
the dark black metal also in
Yeah,
there.
I'm not like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't listen to black metal, so I'm good. Right?
Yeah, you're not angry lonely.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
That's dangerous.
That's dangerous.
Angry
You're
lonely.
sad
is-
lonely. That's
I'm
fine.
sad
It's only dangerous to
lonely.
you and the lasagna.
Oh, dude, I ate
Too much. We've actually had discussions on Discord.
half of a Costco lasagna
Yeah, that's too much. You eat
in one sitting the other night.
No, but what I'm saying is that even for a sauce monkey, you eat lasagna too often. I can't speak for the volume because I'm not there.
Dude, I eat so much lasagna.
But I do have a little calendar in my phone, and every time you're in Discord and you're like, I got a lasagna in the oven, I just go and I mark that day, and it's just all orange on my calendar, and it's like that's a lot of just lasagna, and I worry.
love lasagna. I eat salad
worry.
beforehand.
Yeah, but every day is like
I don't
lasagna.
eat every day. I have like
A lot of days.
It's like a lasagna.
Would you say more days
on
are lasagna
average,
days?
A month of lasagna.
Would you say that there's more lasagna days than non-lasagna days
Sometimes.
when you're in
Because
America?
I make a whole lasagna, so I just eat it for 3 days, 4 days in a row. So some
Right.
weeks, yes, the lasagna outweighs
Man, it's
everything.
just like
Because I take it to
Italy.
lunch. True.
It's just like Italy in your house.
Oh, it's
Most days are
bonkers.
lasagna days. I get if we were in Italy, most days being lasagna days. I get that,
yeah.
but we need to kind
Well,
of.
and then like I'm going home to prep spaghetti sauce, so I can have that throughout.
Right, you're doing meal
the
prep,
next-
and now is that inspired by the fact that you guys are you and good boy Alex are not drinking?
Alex hasn't drank since like Tuesday or something.
What's the goal? Just never.
I don't
this is
just
it?
in general.
Just see how long you can
I don't
go.
know. I guess
or
so.
like
Yeah.
cold
I think
turkey
so. I don't know for
forever?
him. I don't know.
Are you gonna do light drinking? Are you gonna dip?
I'll probably dip my toe.
Don't go the 12-step route unless.
Oh, absolutely not.
Because that gets you kind of closer to JC, but that might be good leverage for tricking him. If you get in the door, right? This is like
If I start going to a 12-step, start drinking, smoking cigarettes.
You
and
go to
drink
12-step,
coffee.
you can have coffee and cigarettes, but that's it. Those are your vices. You can smoke weed too. You get in the door at 12-step, you get close to Jesus. You don't trick him, but you make friends with him. I come in and I trick him,
Okay.
but you soften him. You go in, you're like, oh, this all sounds great. I'm not going to
I'm coming back to him too. Me and JC used to be close.
Right,
When I was a
so
kid,
he already knows me.
He's kind of like
He knows of us.
Yeah.
So, but we can still trick him. I know him well enough to trick him, is all I'm saying. But you might be the loophole in to get me closer.
Okay.
You can get me closer to him to trick him better, and then the noise won't happen anymore.
Perfect.
Check. Yeah.
Yeah,
it
it's
works
still
great.
there. Yeah, you were good there.
Cool.
It's cool.
I love it. Thanks, Jesus.
Yeah, thanks a lot, God.
Oh, I wrote a note in my phone just because it's fun to say. Aaron Rodgers bought Bear shares.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
That's cool.
That's hilarious.
That's funny as fuck. Good
And
way
then,
to
and then
diversify.
told that lady that he owns her
Yeah.
because they were flipping him off when they were leaving,
Yeah.
and he's like, "I own you." Like, literally.
Is it because they were playing the Bears and he was scoring on them? That's where the quote came from, where he's like, I own you?
Yeah. He literally looked up at a lady that was flipping him off with double birds, and he just went, I own you.
See, the angle I saw, it was just the janitor, the black janitor sitting with the mop, and he's just like, I fucking own you. And I was like, okay, I get why this is offensive. But then you see the other angle, and it's a white woman flipping him off. I'm like,
from Chicago.
Gotcha.
So just some drunk, just trash bitch.
But he was right. He
I wish I could do a
does
Chicago
own
accent.
that janitor.
Yeah,
Chicago.
Chicago.
Right? Chicago.
She's like, fuck you, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, our pizza's deep for no reason.
For absolute, you have too much dough.
Yeah, too much dough. Yeah, hey, that's not an excuse. That's not like fucking...
Cut it in half.
Yeah,
in between. And New York, thicken it up a little bit. This whole like
folding it.
This whole like come on, get real. Pan it up.
Make it how it's gonna be going into me.
Yeah,
right. Like a taco, they don't say here's this fucking disc with lettuce and all the things on it. Fold it like a taco before you eat it. Why? I'm paying you to make me the taco, but the folding of the pizza, make it a pizza bucket, right? Have a calzone.
Yeah, make it a calzone.
Don't make it so big.
Give me a calzone.
I get it. It's cute.
I need it to be sealed.
You get it, and you see, you walk with it folded.
Can't ride my bike in New York and eat a folded. Give me a calzone that has its own pocket.
Sealed. Or just regular ass pizza, like a good dough to cheese ratio.
Just normal ass pizza.
More portable.
Yeah.
A little thicker, not too thick. And then is it Detroit style or some just sketchy style where they put the sauce on the top?
Oh yeah, that was fucking
it's
weird.
Like, what the fuck are we doing? They're like, sorry, we come from a failed economy. They just put the sauce on the top. Everyone's stealing all the cars. Just like, you're like, dude, this pizza is weird. Like,
it's not even pizza.
Sauce under it in the middle and on the top. Like,
grow up, Chicago.
Yeah.
New York.
That was like Detroit.
And Detroit. All of them.
I think it's Detroit. I can't believe they have a type of pizza.
They don't. They just are trying.
We should, yeah.
They have nothing after the factory.
Seattle have
after the factory shut down, they have nothing.
They have nothing. It's a bombed out.
They're trying.
Shell of a
They're
town.
trying their best.
Yeah.
Let's give them that.
It looks like a quiet place too. There.
You're trying your best.
Yeah, they're trying their best.
Trying your best. Cool.
Detroit is a quiet place, but they're trying their best.
John Krasinski's dead somewhere.
Right. There was no black people in that movie. Did they go first? Are they noisier? Did they all the aliens dropped in a movie theater, and that's why the black people died first? Because they were like, well, they're the noisiest ones in this room, so they're going first. Is that racist?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. It was a joke. Someone told me.
Someone told me that joke.
And I just repeated it. But is that why? Yeah, they probably should have had more black people. There was the one black cop.
Wasn't there like 6 people in the movie?
Do I just not remember all the black people in there?
There's like 6 people. I haven't seen the second one.
Yeah, there's a small
There's
cast.
like no people.
But they don't
then it doesn't matter.
upon black people.
That's like
I
in
think
a commercial.
The aliens were racist.
It's like in a commercial. There's 3 people in a commercial. Who cares what they all are?
So you're saying have less black people in commercials?
No, I'm saying just put whoever the goddamn in the commercial.
Who's the best at
commercials are the worst as the first place.
Right.
In the first.
As the first place?
I have a tickle in my nose.
And there's a little...
Oh my God, dude.
I love it. I'm kind of getting attached to it. And like my relationship with Jesus is already tenuous, so like if he tries to call my bluff, I'll be like, fine, let it make the noise. Trick you later. Trick you now, or I'll trick you later.
Then we'll go kill a bunch of lambs or something.
Go deal with, you should probably go fucking, deal with Superman. He's gay, Oh. And then while he's like...
What would Jesus...
While he's over there talking to Superman, I just like pickpocket or...
Did you imagine how many churches like had to put out as soon as that came out? They had to put pamphlets out to all the parents like, do not let your kids fucking...
Dude.
Like the Harry Potter thing.
Such a waste of time.
Psychopaths, dude.
Why is there that NFL guy named Booger? And why is that okay?
Oh.
There's a guy named Booger.
Yeah, one of the analysts or announcers.
Yeah, they just say it on the TV.
His name's Booger.
They're like, you're going to talk to Booger tonight about football. That's so disrespectful to him.
I think
he wants to be called Booger.
I mean, I guess. He's a professional. They're not going to not call him Booger now.
Booger?
It's too late.
His parents named him Booger, or that's a nickname? He's in a suit and they call him Booger.
He's not one of the old players, is he?
No, he's one of like, I don't know. Maybe he's an old coach. He doesn't seem like an old player. He's old. And he's like, I'm Booger, And I just, fuck. He's just
Booger, football!
Yeah, he's just been eating Wendy's double-doubles and just letting people call him Booger.
Oh, I had Wendy's for the first time last weekend for the first time.
It's so
first
good.
time in a long time.
Did you have a brioche bun? Like a pretzel?
No, I just get the normal. Just the straight up double. Dave's double, dude.
Dave's double.
Large fry, the best fries in the game. Best fries in the game.
Yeah.
Fast food game?
I might not edit out that F word. I might just let it hide in there like a little seed of cancellation.
Like how you're just thinking about that, staring.
Do you think the algorithm can find one?
No.
I really want to say it again in a pile of words. You can find
I think you can miss them.
the proverbial needle in the haystack. Only the needle is a Greek yogurt, and the haystack is everything else we've said. Do you think the algorithm will find it if I leave it?
I think it'll be fine.
I didn't say it with hate in my heart. I mean,
you did. You did a character that had
I did
hate
a
in
character
heart.
that had a dick, and it was a joke that someone told me. I'm just
It's okay. You're not going to be on Saturday Night Live. That's fine.
Exactly. I don't want to be cucked out fucking shit. Right. Where are we at?
I don't know.
I'm over it.
You kind of just wrapped it up right there with with the callback to the. You kind of naturally just flowed that into.
I blacked out. What was I talking about?
I don't know before
Kussy crip, bear shares.
Kussy crip.
I do have a link, and I don't know what it's to. God, how about that kid on Discord that's just got a puppet for his fucking avatar?
What are you talking about?
The guy, we had to move Discords because a child invaded our thing.
Invaded our Discord server.
So we had to move away because he was too much of a child for us. He freaked me out. He's got a puppet as his avatar, which is totally fine. But
I think that's not as creepy as not having an avatar.
Oh, no. The creepy thing is the quote underneath. Like he's fully committed to this puppet thing.
Oh.
A puppet is free as long as he loves his strings. So it says he went to the time of putting that in Discord. This isn't like an Instagram
kind of
thing,
deep.
I guess, but it made me uneasy.
Communist. That's what that means.
Is it?
I mean, think about it. As long as you're happy with being controlled, then what the fuck doesn't matter.
So just get
puppets happy as long as you're happy. That's exactly what it means.
I'm just gonna go get it then.
Yeah. Change your life.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like a child, and we can't have children around us. We know better than that. Unless it's our friends' kids, and then fuck those kids.
Unless he wants to be a cop, then we can hang out with him.
Thanks for listening.